Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Sarah, also known as Laugh Love Langella, and in today's video I'm going to be taking you guys along with me to both Michaels and Hobby Lobby and sharing with you what I think some of their best summer floral selection is. When it comes to both Michaels and Hobby Lobby, it's an important note to never ever buy their florals full price. They run sales all the time. Hobby Lobby has unfortunately stopped the 50% off on florals, but they are still 40% off every other week, so there's no reason to pay full price for it. For Michaels, they have their seasonal selection of florals, which generally start off at about 30% off and then go up to 50% like it is right now. But they also have their regular selection of florals. Those are regular priced year-round. However, Michaels always has a 20% off coupon available for regular priced items, and occasionally they'll send out 30 or 40% off one item, so you can always do it that way. But there is never a reason to pay full price for your faux florals. So we're going to head to both of those stores. I'm going to share with you what my favorite finds are, some of the items I already have, as well as other options available, because we all style things differently because we're all our own people, and that's perfectly okay. Then we're going to come back to my house and I'm going to share with you guys how I store my tongue twister. How I store my faux floral stems, so that way I can use them season after season and they still look brand new. So let's head out to Michaels first and see what they have. So as I mentioned earlier, at Michaels, summer floral and greenery stems are currently 50% off, which is such a great savings. I love how they have so many different styles, color variations, so no matter what your decorating preference is, they have something for you. These daisy stems are such a fun filler piece and would be perfect for a small side table, a kitchen countertop, or a nice low profile coffee table arrangement. These peony and bud stems remind me of ones that I got from HomeGoods that I absolutely love and will definitely be using in my summer decorating again. I love how Michaels separates all their florals by color scheme, so that way if you are looking to shop in a certain direction, it makes it so much easier to filter through all of their options. These stems, I'm unsure of what the name of it is. It kind of reminds me of a cherry blossom, but these are a really fun way of introducing a pop of color in a space. They also had these really good filler greenery pieces. This would be a great base to add to some statement florals. And then there was also this other type of greenery that reminded me a lot of what Hearth and Hand has year-round. And it was still, again, super affordable. These mauve hydrangea stems were so beautiful, and I love how they had just the slightest bit of variation to give it a more lifelike look. But if the pink isn't your preference, they had every color available, from the blues to the light pink to a peach, yellow, whites, creams, and even a slight green hue. This dahlia stem has such realistic petals. The detailing of where the color is darker versus lighter is so beautiful, and this would be a great statement floral option. These hydrangea stems are a smaller version of what I used for spring decorating, but would translate perfectly well for summer too. These Real Touch peony stems are such a gorgeous color, and the petal detail is absolutely beautiful. They are a little pricey at $12.99 a stem, but they are certainly a statement piece and also come in a beautiful darker pink color too. Now moving on to Michael's full price floral section, they have these beautiful two-tone hydrangea stems that were absolutely stunning, as well as these blue daisy wildflowers that would be such a fun pop of color. I really love these beige peony stems. I have the pink and the white version. That's the only reason I haven't picked these up, but they are absolutely perfect for spring and summer. This floral stem is nearly the size of my hand and is such a beautiful piece to make a neutral statement in any space. And I absolutely loved these wildflower daisies in the white. I actually opted to pick up a couple of these myself, and I put them in that Home Goods planter that I had recently shared, and I absolutely love it styled on our coffee table. I love these rose and bud stems. They remind me of the Hearth and Hand summer ones that I picked up, just a larger version. So they would look super beautiful styled on an entryway space, and with the greenery already on it, you don't need to add in any filler. Now we are going to head over to Hobby Lobby. I'm always super impressed with the size of their greenery selection. I really loved this greenery piece. It's a beautiful filler that you could have on its own, or you could easily add some floral stems as well. And this seeded eucalyptus is a great all year round option. They also had a ton of hydrangea stems, just like Michael's, and I really loved that these ones had a lot more variation options rather than solid ones. I actually picked up a couple of these purple ones myself, and they'll be beautiful styled for the summer season. I've shared these before, but I absolutely love Hobby Lobby's Baby's Breath. They have such a beautiful texture to them, and they have lots of great neutral options as well as a ton of different colored ones. These fuchsia and greenery stems are such a beautiful way to have a very wildflower statement arrangement. And they are actually very full too for the price, so it's definitely a good one if you're looking to do a statement floral. You guys know how much I absolutely love my Cosmos stems from Hobby Lobby, but I recently noticed on this trip they have a smaller version too that comes in more fun colors. This light purple and the pinks are such a fun and great option for the summer season. Okay, so now we are back at my house. I was super impressed with both Michael's and Hobby Lobby's faux floral selection this year. A significant amount of repeats. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because obviously if you got something that you loved last year and you really wanted to introduce it into more spaces or have fuller arrangements, you can still get your hands on it. I really gravitated towards the two-tone hydrangea stems. I did actually pick up these ones from Hobby Lobby. I opted for the purple. I love decorating with greens and pinks for spring, and then for summer I love to just stick to the blues and just kind of like some pink, nothing like too crazy, but I really love these. And I love how they have the little branch, so it has that very like new growth look to it. So I thought that this would be fun. I'm probably gonna go back and actually grab a couple more, because as I mentioned in my floral styling series, which if you haven't seen it, I posted it about 4 months ago now, and it's a 3-part series just sharing how I actually style my floral arrangements, what tips I keep in mind for it. But when I am decorating in a certain space, I like the neighboring one to kind of make sense with it. So my entryway table and my coffee table will complement each other. I'm not afraid of having different florals in different spaces kind of thing. I'll do something for the entryway and coffee table and something different for my dining space, even with it being open concept. But if I am styling an arrangement on my kitchen island, that little nook by my garage with the basket, I want the florals to be very similar or the same. So I'm probably gonna grab a couple more of those just so I have some options to play with them. But when it comes to actually storing my florals, shipping boxes are your best friend. There is no reason why you can't reuse a box. That is perfectly fine. A floral, the way that they, I know this is backwards, the way that they ship their florals is amazing. I've never had an issue with them coming damaged or anything or bent up super weird. So they have like a really nice long box. So I literally will just stack them all in there. Another option is, which I actually recently started to do, and I'm going to be actually opting to do this a little bit more because I am super lacking in storage in my home. I don't have a lot of storage. We have a lot of closets, but we don't have a utility closet. We don't have massive walk-in closets like our last house, so that's a little bit of a downer. But under bed storage is one of the most underutilized spaces in your home. Everyone has a bed that they sleep on. Yes, there's still the legs underneath it. This one I got from Target, but I'm sure Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot has something similar if you would prefer to shop there. But I'm just stacking the florals in here, and I can fit probably 8 containers underneath our king size bed, which is actually really good if you think about it. This one is obviously shorter than the A floral box. However, I do like to separate my florals seasonally, so that way I don't have anything crossing, and it avoids the inevitable you can't find something because it's buried underneath 10 other things kind of struggle that I'm sure a lot of you deal with too. So I'm just trying to make things as easily accessible for myself and just do it smart too. So as far as actually stacking it in the bin, I always like to start off with the more hardy stems where it's okay if they get all bent up and stuff. Leaf stems are very forgiving. So those I like to have at the bottom. And then if you have something a little bit more delicate, like a hydrangea stem or something that you don't want it getting crushed because it won't retain its shape well, put those on the top. Now, I will also say, I like to kind of cluster one in one area. So if I have like these eucalyptus stems, I will collapse them down first, and then I alternate the direction that they go in. So these stems are pointing down this way, and this one is pointing up this way. So actually the middle is literally just all stems. And it'll make it easier to have stacked more of them. So for example, these raspberry stems I got from A Floral are super delicate. So this is another one that I would not put at the bottom. I'm gonna put it closer to the top to ensure that they're going to not get broken. These twig and leaf stems from Hobby Lobby, you can literally smash these around and they look good all the time. So this is one that I would absolutely put towards the bottom of the box. And any floral stems I have, so I would create a whole bottom layer first with any of the hardy greenery stems, and then I would take the floral ones and kind of stagger it. So I'd lay one down, and then if you see, I actually lay it below the other ones so that this one isn't crushing the one underneath it. And the biggest tip I have is don't push them down. If they are reaching the top as is, leave it, put your top on, because that way you will have it where you can take these fresh out of the box after months and they will still look just as good as how you put them in. So that is going to wrap up today's video, friends. I sure hope that you enjoyed shopping with me at Michael's and Hobby Lobby, so that way you could get a better idea of what they have available for summer florals at both locations. Again, don't forget to shop the sales. Always check a weekly ad before you make the trip out so that you are getting the most bang for your buck. It's going to be the same stem one week as it is the next week, and you might as well save a few dollars. You can grab a couple more stems with that. Just always be budget friendly when it comes to this kind of stuff. I definitely have a lot of budget friendly florals, but I also have a couple of investment ones, and that's why it's so important to store them properly. That way I can use them season after season, year after year, and they still look good as new. If you have any further questions about how I store them, definitely leave me a comment down below. I am happy to help out. And I'm super excited to get the summer decorating inspiration started. So leave me a comment down below if you are excited for that as well. I sure hope that you found today's video helpful and you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.